Hi, this is Rory Singh from the powerhousemarketer.com. Today I'm just doing a quick review on a new system called 50/50 crowdfunding. Before I get started here, I just got to let you know I'm not a distributor rep or even an affiliate from 50/50 crowdfunding who is trying to sponsor you or recruit you into this new deal. I'm just here to share some information in the form of a quick review. First thing I did, went over to 5050cf.com. That's their main website, and couldn't figure out who is behind this system. No president, no CEO, no co-founders, no CFO, no CMO, no leadership council, no one claiming any ownership or leadership legally on their own website. Okay, the domain itself, 5050cf.com, it was privately registered on August 2017, and it was updated on August 2018. Apparently they have a blog as well with their website for 50/50 crowdfunding, and all of the blog posts seem to be authored by a gentleman by the name of David T. Rosen. Other marketing material online has revealed that David T. Rosen is indeed the gentleman behind this 50/50 crowdfunding system. Okay, a little history on Rosen. He had a previous system called Pi 24/7 that collapsed in April, and there were reports that one affiliate didn't get paid for 7 months. Okay, don't know if there were more affiliates that didn't get paid, but I did find information that one affiliate didn't get paid for 7 months with that deal. So that collapsed in April. Before it collapsed, in March, Rosen came out with a different system called cooperative funding, and unfortunately that collapsed a few months later. What I'm guessing is Rosen came out with cooperative funding most likely because Pi 24/7 may have been winding down, and most likely, I would guess, using my own opinion here, that cooperative funding was most likely supposed to be a replacement for Pi 24/7. Okay, but unfortunately both systems seemed to have collapsed. Okay, so this seems to be the third go for the founder, David T. Rosen. Product line, 50/50 crowdfunding has absolutely no products or services to market. The only thing affiliates can market is the Make Money membership itself. Compensation plan is quite simple. What they're dealing with here, what you're dealing with here, is if you decide to join this, is a 2x2 matrix gifting cycler that seems to have 5 tiers or 5 different matrices. Okay, how this works? We'll start with the lowest cost, an entry fee and matrix called the $250 matrix. $250 will get you a spot on top of this matrix. Directly below you, there's going to be 2 positions that need to get filled. Once those two positions fill, each will split into 2 more positions each, and this matrix basically will house 6 positions in whole. Once all 6 positions are filled, a cycle is generated. A commission is supposed to get paid out of $250, and that will also automatically position you into the next tier or the next matrix. Okay, positions are supposed to be filled directly as well as indirectly. The 5 tiers or the 5 different matrices go like this. The first one's the $250 one, the second one is $500, the third one is $1,000, the fourth one is $2,000, and the fifth one, it would be $4,000. Okay. They also have something called the Mobius loop. Okay, System G technology. I don't know. To me, Mobius loop system technology. See, what usually happens with these type of matrix deals, I know they always, a lot of these deals are claiming that, yeah, you could make money. It sounds like when they say stuff like indirect, meaning direct would mean you'd have to go out there and sponsor people. Usually with a matrix deal, right, a matrix type of compensation plan, you have to pay your money, right, to join. And there seems to be, to me, this is a gifting scheme, trying to pretend to be crowdfunding, okay? Crowdfunding and a gifting scheme are two different things, okay? If I'm not going to argue that with you guys right now. You guys need to go, you do your own due diligence and look that information up, okay? But usually with a matrix type of compensation plan, in order to qualify for commissions, okay, I know they keep saying, I was watching some of their videos on YouTube and everyone's saying, oh, did you watch the webinar? Did you watch the webinar? Well, most likely with other systems to deal with matrices, right? Usually you have to go out there and sponsor in at least 2 people. So this is a good question to ask your upline sponsors. Do you need to go out there and actively sponsor people into this deal in order to make money, or can you just join it? Okay, I've seen some other people on YouTube promoting this and giving people the idea that you could make money easily by not doing anything. Okay, one guy was saying, wow, he got like a $250 payment out of nowhere. Okay, then one of the comments on his particular video was by a new person that joined through his link. And the new person was sitting back asking him, he's like, well, I joined yesterday, nothing seems to have happened, I haven't made any money. Then the person who was promoting 50/50 crowdfunding went back and replied to him on YouTube and said, did you watch the webinar? You can't just, basically gave him the idea that you can't sit around and just join and money is going to start appearing in your bank account. Okay, so that's something to really think about here. If you are trying to fire your boss right now and replace your income online, I don't know of any system where you could just sit back and make money for doing absolutely nothing. I think you can make some money here with 50/50 crowdfunding while the system's up and running. I'm seeing reports that people are getting payouts right now. Okay. Some people are going to ask me, is this an outright scam? You know, all I could say about that, I don't like calling systems scams. I don't like using that word. I would say proceed with caution on it. The 2 previous systems before this 50/50 crowdfunding by the same founder, David T. Rosen, seemed to have collapsed. Okay. So what I'm going to say here, proceed with caution. If you want to make money with 50/50 crowdfunding, you're going to have to actively be involved. I don't think you could just join it, sit back, and see what's going to happen and make lots of money for yourself. I don't like these type of matrix deals personally, because what usually happens is I end up on a matrix all by myself with other opportunities that I've tried in the past, and usually it would be up to me to fill these all these positions on my own, which is quite a feat. Usually you go and get your 2 people, and they're in a perfect world. You get your 2 people underneath and fill those 2 spots underneath you. And those 2 people are supposed to get 2 people each, and so on and so on. And everybody would be flying through these matrices, right? These matrices. But unfortunately, in the real world, what usually happens is just like that comment that I just mentioned on that other guy's video. A person joined and he's wondering how come he didn't make money in the second day. Most people that I've sponsored into deals like this in the past will sit around waiting to see if anything happens, waiting to see if they make money first before they start taking any action. So I'm not going to say 50/50 crowdfunding is a scam. If you like it, by all means, join it. I think, yes, there's reports, especially on YouTube, that they're paying out, but the people who are reporting it are promoting it. So that's something to take into consideration too as well. But at the moment, it seems like they're up and running and they're paying out. The people who are going to make the money with this type of program, of course, is the system founder, right? system founders have to make money, or else they wouldn't create these type of systems in the first place. The second group of people that would make most of the money in a deal like 50-50 crowdfunding would be the top recruiters out there hustling and sponsoring and recruiting people into the deal, right? Eventually, usually with these type of systems, they end up collapsing. It's not a question of if, but when. Once recruitment dies down, usually the system will collapse. Or if the SEC, for any reason, came to 50-50 crowdfunding and said, hey, you need to register with us, right? Some of the affiliates from 50-50 crowdfunding may argue that, they don't need to register with the SEC. But usually the SEC would argue and say, yes, you do. And sometimes things can go sideways based on a legal standpoint. Okay, so those are other things to consider. Another thing to consider even is the guys who are marketing it on YouTube are marketing multiple different platforms as well. So as I said, once recruitment dies down and they find something else that they like even better and they think they can make some more ka-ching quicker, then the recruitment would die down with this deal and everyone would be pumped and dumped into another deal, so to speak, guys. Okay, so for the rest of you guys who are just curious about these matrix type of deals and these gifting type of cyclers, etc., but serious about replacing your income online, what you really need to understand here is there's no system you could just join that's going to put money into your bank account constantly for the long term. It's actually going to add up to enough to fire your boss and replace your income online. Online, the laws of success are the same as in any other industry. If you have a job right now, then most likely you are doing some type of service that solves problems and you're getting compensated for it. Online, we make money by selling products, services, and even selling website traffic. Okay, so if you want to make money online for yourself, you've got to learn the skill sets of marketing. You don't want to be one of those passive people 10 years down the road sitting waiting to find the right type of opportunity, because there has been people online who have been online for over 10 years and they're still not making money. I'm not saying everyone online that has been online for the past 10 years. That's not what I just said. There have been people who have been online for 10 years and still aren't making money, okay? So usually all of this stems from a mindset issue. And you got to get into this with the mindset that you got to learn the skill set and you've got to go out there and hustle, okay? Lastly, before I go, just got to let you know, people don't join systems online. That's a misconception. People are actively looking for leadership. People are actively looking for value. If you can offer people value, leadership, and come from a place of authority, eventually, if you keep doing this and learning how to do it right and implementing all of this information, and you have to get trained by a system to do this professionally. Only the professional marketers make money online. So you don't want to be one of those people who are sitting around 10 years later down the road in the same boat that you are in today. Okay, so what you want to do is find a very powerful system, a reputable system that's going to teach you how to become a powerhouse marketer. And it also needs to have a very lucrative opportunity attached to it. So if that's you right now, there's a very powerful system. Underneath this video, there's a link in the description, a system that's set up for longevity. It's not any crypto type of deal with anonymous ownership. Right after you take the first step, lower below, you will meet the founder himself. He's got a lot of credibility online. The guy knows what he's doing. He suffered when he first came into this industry, and he struggled for years. But he came online, he learned how to turn things around for himself. Coached over 300,000 students, me being one of them. Just go lower below, click that link, take the first step there. Again, my name is Rory Singh from the Powerhouse marketer.com. Have yourself an awesome day now.